Okay, ladies, I come to you again. This is Dr. Rush, and tonight is one of my nights that I get ready to spend my week in the hospital on call. And so, with that being said, what I thought would be fitting is to go back to the idea of what I was talking about in terms of feminine products that I thought would be good for women and not throw off their pH balance so as to kind of throw off the vaginal flora, all of that good stuff. So now that I've gotten my little ones down to bed, the six ones I do have here, one is off out in grad school doing his thing. And you may hear some little voices in the background, but those are just my little children. And it's before bedtime. So when I have to do my week on call in the hospital, I have to be very careful about what I choose to take with me because I don't like to travel very heavy. I like to travel light. So of course, if you're staying in a hotel or a call room, you never know what type of products they have there, like soap and all of that good stuff. So it's always very important for me to make sure that I take things with me. Now, I did look up a few products that I thought would be good for women because they focus on the pH balance of the vagina and things like that. And I think that that's important. Some of these products are all natural and some of them are not. But they still focus on sort of hypoallergenic, no fragrance, no dyes, and also focusing on the pH balance. So the one that I use is Summer's Eve because it does focus on that pH balance. And I just like Summer's Eve. It's kind of like a mainstay in my family. That's what I was introduced to when I was younger. There are some other ones. Vagisil is another one. They also make a feminine wash. I think that's a good one too because it has the same kind of concept as Summer Eve. Few other ones that I did look up. One was Love Wellness. So they have a full line of products. Like it's a whole kit that you can buy for like 79 bucks if you sign up for their monthly sort of subscription of products. And it comes with things like wipes, it comes with a cleanser, it actually comes with a probiotic that you can actually take. It also comes with a vaginal suppository, which is boric acid. Now, I'm not really a fan of that to be used regularly. I'll talk about that in my segment of vaginal discharge and where that may come into play. And when I usually talk to women about using that, so I would say to women, use that sparingly. Talk to your gynecologist before you just start using boric acid suppositories. Other ones I found was a Pangea wash, which is 100% natural. It has rose and honeysuckle, and that too is pH balanced. I thought that was pretty neat. Next one was a product company called Lola, Lola, and they actually have vaginal wipes for itchiness. They also have one that's just for your everyday kind of, hygiene. So I think those are some really good products that you can research. Now, you also have to understand that for those women who are vegan, some of these things may not necessarily be vegan. So you have to just read the product and the contents. Some of these products are dairy and gluten-free, which is really important for some women who have a gluten intolerance and dairy intolerance, such as myself, or both of them, which makes life very interesting because even my hair products are gluten and dairy free as well. There's a company called Pros actually that you can go to for your hair, and they have you do this entire sort of workup of what your hair type is like, what you're looking for, if you want it to be gluten-free, fragrance-free, all of that. And they actually formulate it for you. They formulate it for your hair type. And so when I get my products, it says for Aisha. So it really depends on kind of what you're dealing with when it comes to your hair. But that's hair. That's a whole nother subject. But let's just stick to the vaginal stuff. So those are the products that I would recommend. And of course, there are plenty of more out there. The reality is that you're going to have to look at the ingredients, make sure that they're, you know, if you want 100% natural, just make sure that if they're advertising 100% natural, that they truly are 100% natural. But mainly what you're looking for are products that are going to be focusing on maintaining the pH balance of the vagina. That's what's important here. I would still be careful about suppositories and things like that, because some of those things can throw off the vaginal flora, depending on what it is, what it's made of, all of that. So, of course, if you ever have any questions, you can always ask your gynecologist. You can also pose questions here, and I can sort of speak to those things if people, you know, have similar questions. So I hope that this segment was very helpful. I think the next segment is going to be talking about some of the feminine products, such as like tampons, menstrual cups, different things like that. So stay tuned, ladies. We'll have a little bit more about that too. Talk to you ladies soon. Just send in your questions and we'll try to answer them. You guys have a good night.